Hello. First time doing this, so if things seem a bit awkward, that's why. Plus, as you can tell by the title, I'm autistic, so again, sorry if things are a bit awkward. So, first things first, the aesthetic. Now, since this game was released like 2000 or 1999, can't exactly tell, but back with Quake and graphics and all that, the Quake graphics, since they were seen as revolutionary at the time, I will not hate the game for that. Although, obviously it will lessen the score, but, they couldn't exactly do better at the time, could they? But, anyway, however, the actual proper aesthetic of it, not the Doom graphics, again, sorry for awkwardness, the actual look of it, in all the different sections and levels, they very much, sorry, in fact, the Quake-esque graphics, Jesus, I'm bad at this, sorry, the Quake graphics actually sort of help the aesthetic, since it grants a sort of extra eeriness to it all. So, overall, graphics, they actually did well at the time. Gameplay is where things get a little bit troublesome. Now again, like with the actual Doom graphics, Quake graphics, they obviously couldn't exactly do better, especially since this was during the time when the whole controller scheme thing was still being worked out. So, fair. But still, the more or less analog, movement itself, left, right, forward and backwards and all that, that's fine. The jumping is not. Simply because it's basically an arch that can work in. So, unfortunately it causes quite a bit of problem. Like, as you probably saw earlier in the background footage, the waterfall. Not exactly easy. Now, what else is there? I guess the story. American McGee was not wrong. It was not exactly taken... Jeez, I really should have written the script. When American McGee decided to make this game, he clearly knew what he was doing with the story. I mean, Alice in Wonderland, as a messed up PTSD world, yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? And, well, he definitely nailed it. I mean, dear Lord, Queen's not exactly... Ooh. Anyway, what else? Actually, I should probably still stick to gameplay. The bosses, they are a bit hit or miss with some of them. Since, how old it is, they were quite decent. Except for the caterpillar thing. Seriously, McGee, I know that it was the 90s, was it? Or early 2000s, but seriously, you could have made that boss a lot easier, couldn't you? Even with the blue and nice stuff. I want. Now, what else again? Let's see. There was the... And yes, I should probably talk about the Pacific worlds themselves. The intro world, what I'm assuming are dwarves or something, can't exactly tell. As a starter world, it's relatively okay. It's again, tutorial. The Fortress of Doors / school, interesting concept. The Fortress of Doors with the, I want to say, what is it, that, non-Newtonian reality thing, whatever it is, almost fourth dimensional, whatever the term is, that sort of aesthetic, or gameplay mechanical. Jesus, I'm terrible. Again, sorry for awkwardness. The aspect of walking into one area and it's completely different to what it should be. Yeah, it's an interesting idea for the Fortress of Doors. The school, they definitely nailed the creepy, school nightmarish aspect of it. The Veil of Tears definitely nails the depression-esque aesthetic it's going for. The Wonderland Woods, which is the orangish area, that's about as good as you can get for a shrunken forest. The White Realm, or was it the Pale Realm? The Chess Kingdom. The White and Red Kingdoms are definitely very, very unique and very well made aesthetic. And again, perfect example of the Quake graphics. Again, that's what I think they are. Actually being beneficial. So yeah. The Hatter's Domain. Ooh, for a realm that's actually not as notably detailed as all the others, it actually definitely nails the, madness of the Mad Hatter. So, again, very good. And another example of the Quake, again, I think they are, graphics actually helping. And then there's the Land of Fire and Bloomstone, I think it's called. I think it's, I don't know what we can call that. That is definitely a rather unexpected aesthetic. But seeing as how that domain is meant to be where the Alice house is, and that's where the fire took place, which started the whole story, yeah, that's fair. That's actually quite nice. The Jabberwock, or Jabberwocky, whatever the Christ it's called nowadays, definitely quite a creepy character. Fair, since it's meant to be grief, but you know what I mean. Then there's, the actual Red Kingdom? Or is it the Queen of... No, it's Queensland, that's what it is. The Maze. Pretty... Definitely gives off the finale aesthetic that's trying to go for. And as I keep repeating myself, good use of the graphics. Quake graphics even. Again, sorry for awkwardness. Again, first time doing this. You know. And then the towers, a bit iffy on that. Then again, couldn't really do much, could you? Well, good thing. And then there's the actual Queen of Heart Castle itself. Or Queen of Red Heart Castle, really. That definitely nails the true end of the line thing. Aesthetic. I mean, dear lord, the music, especially during the penultimate section with the pictures, that is creepy as hell. No idea what was going on during the final boss area though. Seriously, what was that supposed to represent? But still, aesthetic wise, they pretty much nailed what they were trying to do. Except for the towers, like I mentioned. And then, what is it? I suppose I could talk about the weapons. Forward blade, pretty much works how you think it is. Deck of cards, pretty interesting substitute for a ranged weapon. The croquet mallet, don't really see the purpose really, so that's unfortunate. The demon dice, don't even bother, because seriously, I don't even think they technically count as allies, because I think they still go after you, so that's unfortunate. Then the Jack-in-the-Box bomb, that's pretty good, and a pretty good tutorial out of them using the Duchess. Then the ice wand, I think it is, well, pretty powerful. And then, what else is there? I suppose I could talk, alright, the little spiky toy things, the things you get in the Land of Fire and Brimstone, the spiky, don't know the name, but they're also really good and really powerful. Then of course there's the Jabberwock eye staff thing. The main beam attack, obviously very powerful and very good. The other, don't bother with that one. And then of course there's the blunderbuss. That's definitely that is definitely what I would like to call a effort option. Seriously. I suppose I could talk about Alice herself, the character. Don't know the actress who voiced her, but she did pretty good. As, troubled, I think, teenager? Who, going through Wonderland and all that. She definitely did well. The Cheshire Cat. Roger L. Jackson, it is? I think it is. Whichever. I think it's him. He obviously did well. So there's one creepy cat. And that character definitely gave off madness vibes. I mean, guess that's the point, but you get what I mean. Definitely nailed it. The Queen of Redheart, that's the final boss, in case those are wondering. She doesn't really talk all that much. Actually, I think she only has like a couple of lines, really. Just a few minutes of talking, and yet she still manages to come off as very, very creepy. Especially with that weird multi-face thing that happened. Seriously, what the hell was that? Anyway. Again, sorry for the awkwardness, since, again, first time doing this, and I'm also autistic, autistic, as the title says. If you don't know that by now, then I seriously question why you're even on this damn app. On this damn app. Jesus, I can't say that word. On this app. So, I think that's about it that I can describe at the moment. So, overall, the good things I can say about this game is, again, good atmosphere, good story. The gameplay, albeit a bit iffy, is still good. So, the negatives, obviously again, the graphics, although yes, were revolutionary at the time, rather innovative at the time, wasn't exactly high quality, but yeah, still counts as a con though. The gameplay in terms of the actual jumping bit, that's obviously a problem. And yeah. But overall, I would actually very much... No, wait. Yeah, there is actually another problem. That being that you can't really buy it directly. You have to buy Alice Madness Returns, which is the sequel. Bit unfair, really, that you can't just buy the actual game itself on its own. But, it's EA, so what else are you expecting? So now there's like 3 different cons. So yeah, overall, I give it a an 8. Mainly because of the aforementioned, obviously the age, you can definitely, Jesus Christ, mainly because of the age of it, you can definitely tell it's an old game, and again, because you can only get it through Madness Returns, so that's unfortunate. But still, if people want to ruin their childhoods, I would recommend American McGee's Alice. So yes, that's all I can say for this video. So yeah, and for my first review, and so I conclude my first review on the channel. And so yeah, again, sorry for awkwardness, I'm autistic, and first time, and all that. So if any of you would like to have some feedback for any future reviews, I would more than gladly do it. Well, although, saying that, I know there will be some lunatics who will say some negative stuff, but, YouTube, can't really control it, can you? Sure as I can't control the rest of the internet. So yeah, thank you, goodbye, and subscribe, please. Bye!